Rauhi 3, let's hurry through this to be prepared. If my friend there will not allow me to end, he's about to do some things. It looks like Rauhi. He didn't know any algebra. I mean, it was so bad that one had to teach him the basics, the algebra of, I don't know, third grade, the algebra, depending on what grades, how you have grades, of that children at the age of, I don't know, 10 learn, or who knows today, maybe at 5, they progress so fast, advanced. So a square plus anyway, you see my point. You get it. It was terrible, and I was thinking, OMG, oh my God, Jesus, Allah, Alhamdulillah, how will I teach him anything? I mean, if we have to start from, how do we get from the age of 10 to the age of 20? And I'm no teacher. I've had, by the way, I've had some experience with those people. It seems I was too, with those people being, my mother found me the job getting paid as a private tutor to teach some 10-year-olds some mathematics, but I was too strict. That was the verdict. I mean, you have to be more, to be kind of pleasant, amiable, and you see I'm not, so I wasn't really so successful. With this guy, I was trying to recollect. My conclusion is I didn't, he didn't pay me anything. For one thing, it makes sense. I mean, I wasn't sure what the results could be. I mean, how can, I mean, if you have a client, you have to offer services, right? I mean, even in communism, it was communism then. So that was part of it. And then I think I was embarrassed. And I felt, oh, okay, he's friendly, we're kind of friends. What he did, he brought some flowers. I'm sure of that, or some cakes. I mean, from cafeteria or something. So like little presents. And then one thing which was good, so let's appreciate him, if even if at the end, as I said, he left a very sour taste. Plus, he behaved in strange manners. He was harsh. He was halas, yalla, very quick-tempered, very quick to get angry and things. And not necessarily with me, even if I guess we had some. I was frustrated once in a while. I mean, fuck, I didn't say, but you don't seem to know anything. How can I teach you? Plus, if it's there's some basics which you have to learn. I mean, I cannot demonstrate why 2 plus 2 make 4. We're getting in philosophy then. And indeed, I was reading in some places now interesting that, I mean, I reject 2 plus 2 make 4. I mean, if I want to make 5, but we're getting into a different domain. That's not, I mean, if we have to argue on this, we can even have fun. That's and again get into relativity, but then again, it's either too advanced mathematics, if we don't go with the two parallel lines meet at infinity, and then we're getting into everything is relative, and which is too advanced mathematics or philosophy. So it was complicated and tense at times, and it was made worse as far as I can remember, and then deduct, if you will, because some things I don't remember, but it makes sense to think he would once in a while not have the patience the way he was to go sit there at the age of 20. I think he was older than us. I was 18 and he was 20 when we were having these math lessons, and learn to write, if you will, or mathematics of the lowest kind. So it's difficult. The solution was found, and I hinted at it in the first two episodes dedicated to this guy. He didn't learn in the end, didn't advance beyond the age of 11. Even if I would learn, what was it, 20 years ago? So he's 20 in the story now, but at the age of 30, 10 years after we're doing this or so, he becomes a doctor, from what I hear. Doctor in geology. I'm pretty sure, 99% sure, he didn't really advance. He was he became such a brilliant scientist, one of those miracles you hear. No, he just used corruption or some other means to get. I mean, the press, the media was full of cases at the highest levels here of guys who have fake documents, or not fake per se. They did receive diplomas, but from faculties which teach you nothing. You just pay the private studies, supposedly. You don't go. You don't know anything, but then they give you a diploma. Just like, I understand there's a scandal now. They had this terrible catastrophe in Pakistan. And they found out that, something like that. The license of the pilot was fake. And now it's not just that pilot who maybe died with a passenger's plane crash 2 weeks ago, recently. But yesterday was among the headlines with the BBC. They're keeping pilots grounded to check fake licenses for others. So the more that pretend they know to and take people in the sky, but they do. It's not a laughable matter, but I'm sorry. So that's our doctor here. He became a doctor. Well, we can put it. I don't know why I didn't spin it in another way. I mean, I'm so brilliant. Fuck yes. It's because of me. Now I realize it's not fake this time. He's really a doctor. Being in touch with me, being one of my pupils. No, I'm sorry. The only pupil of that sort. I had those two, and maybe some other two I tried to help in earlier stages when I was 17, I guess. I was teaching some of 10, but the only pupil student, in university I had only one student, one man to teach, and that's this guy, Rauhi. So he became a doctor. I'm so great as a teacher. No, as I said, the conclusion was I didn't get anything. And in order to pass the exam, which was the point, he didn't want to know more mathematics. No, that wasn't his desire. It was just the diploma, okay? And he got that, and he became a doctor. He got further than that, from what we find. And then I shouldn't be so critical, because for the diploma, we're getting there sometime soon, in fall or so, inshallah. I wasn't really doing my job, so I shouldn't criticize it. It's not right. Anyway, when the exam of mathematics came, I mentioned it. I finished. I was very good at that time, not for long, though. When the understanding dawned upon me that it's not worth it, I stopped studying. I went through with emotions and got some modest, sometimes lousy ratings, but passed through. I passed the exams. barely in a few cases, but I did. So first year still wonderful performances. Finished my exam of mathematics, gave to Brauchi to copy so that he would pass through. But then he gave it to someone else, and then someone else, and my paper was lost. At the end, I was nearly failing because I didn't have my text. I didn't have my paper. I didn't have anything to present for a while. It looked like, and finally it came from the end of the class, wherever, and I had something that nearly placed me in a lot of trouble.